begin with news coming in from Jammu and Kashmir. The High Court of Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh has held that cross-LoC trade between Jammu and Kashmir and Pakistan-occupied Kashmir constitutes intra-state trade as PoK is part of Jammu and Kashmir. As a result, cross-LoC traders will now be required to pay tax on their past transactions since trade between J&K and PoK, which has been suspended since 2019, falls within the ambit of the GST regime. The trade was suspended in 2019 following the Pulwama suicide attack and multiple instances of the trade route being misused allegedly for smuggling weapons, narcotics and fake currency. This is an order from the Jammu and Kashmir High Court. Ishan Vani is joining me for more on this. Ishan, what's the reaction on ground politically and from the trader community?
Well, nothing so far. This is the news that has just been broken, and the J&K High Court has actually upheld. We held that the cross-LoC trade between J&K and the PoK amounts to interstate trade as PoK is part of Jammu and Kashmir. There was a batch of petitions that was being heard by J&K and Ladakh High Court. And while deciding the petition about the trade and the implications, the court has said that they need to actually pay the tax. Whatever petitioners had actually challenged the show cause notices issued to them by under Central Government Service Tax Act, and they said that they had to pay the tax for the interstate sales tax that they had done, and because they were not happy about the order and the dispute that they were having, they approached the court. But the court has said that it's an interstate and it should be taxed, and they should pay the tax to the government. And the petitioner had challenged the show cause notice that was issued to them, but in 2017, if you recall, after 2019, the trade came to a grinding halt because of the situation between both the countries. But the trade which had happened before that, in 2017, if you recall, when the GST was rolled out, the authorities had started investigating those who were trying to evade taxes, and then they were also shown show cause notice. But the court has said that since PoK is part of India, so the trade which is done should be considered as intra-state trade, and that's why they should be paying the tax to the government.
But is there a precedent, Ishan? Since 1950, for the last many decades, has there been such a situation where such a tax has been paid by traders trading between Pakistan-occupied Kashmir and Jammu and Kashmir?
Well, not before they were served this notice by the authorities. When the trade started in 2018, the intra-sale tax was governed by the J&K value-added tax, which provided that cross-LoC trade was a zero-rated scale. But then when the GST was implemented in 2017, after that they have been shown notices. In 2017, when GST was rolled out, exactly the period when the investigation had started into the sort of evasions that were being done by certain people. And, after that, information was taken out, and they were served notices, and now multiple of them, at least 20 plus, had gone to the High Court together and said that they don't agree with those notices that were being served to them, but the court has made an argument. Court has made a judgment saying that PoK is part of India, so the trade should be considered interstate trade, and held that the cross-LoC trade between J&K and the PoK amounts to basically all of this, and the cross-LoC trade will have to now pay tax for the previous sales that the trade between J&K and PoK, which is now suspended, is bound by the GST Act.
Right, Ishan Vani, thank you so much. We'll depend on you to get us reactions from ground on that story as it develops further.